And as I said, I do believe a lot of crypto is going to be, it's an international asset. It has a differentiating value versus other asset classes, but more importantly, because it's so international, it's going to transcend any one currency and currency valuation. An international crypto product can really transcend that. And that's why we believe there's great opportunities, and that's why we're seeing more and more interest. And that interest is broad-based worldwide.
Assemble.
What's going on, guys? K-Dub here with another episode of Crypto Zombie. Welcome back to the channel. Hope you're having a great day. Hope you're having a great start to your weekend. What a wild and crazy 24 hours we have had for the crypto space as a whole. Not just Bitcoin, Ethereum, but the big news, XRP, Ripple, winning the case at around 77 cents right now. It was up 48%. It was up even more than that. Look at some of these crazy gains. You have 66%. And now all these altcoins are pumping too, because now that the SEC is saying that, this is not a security, now everybody's assuming all these other ones aren't securities. So you may actually start to see a little bit of that trickle down from the top coins into the bottom. In fact, if we have a look right here, XRP has actually overtaken BNB now for the number 4 crypto spot. And if we come over here, I mean, look at this candle. This daily candle is insane. So it had a 102% pump. Currently right now, it's up around 65 according to this. But absolutely insane day for Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, the whole crypto space. So what are we going to talk about today? Well, obviously everyone is talking about the Ripple XRP case. So that's literally all you're going to hear about today in the news. I will give you my version of that update. I think what's more insane is the SEC's pathetic response to it, if you actually want to hear what that's all about. Also, BlackRock, Larry Fink coming out with guns a-blazing, basically saying that cryptocurrency could essentially almost like replace global fiat. But again, guys, there is one big major warning when it comes to everything that's just happened with the XRP case. So if you want to know all that, stick around to the end. Today's video, I'm going to keep short, guys, because really it's just a lot about the XRP stuff. But look at this Bitcoin dominance. You can see Bitcoin dominance perfectly hitting this level. And as soon as we get that news, boom, Bitcoin dominance takes a nosedive. Actually, it was under 50% yesterday. It's back up above it again. So having a look at Bitcoin is still continuing. And I'm not going to do any analysis on XRP because right now, guys, XRP is basically this. I mean, if you want to go like super, I guess you could say like, okay, it might be forming a bit of a, I don't know, is this a flag? Is this a pennant? I'm looking on the 45-minute here. So, depending on how you want to do that, I mean, yeah, but we could get another pump for XRP, that's for sure. But, 66%, that was a pretty crazy move. But anyway, getting back to Bitcoin. So I don't really want to go on too much about this because you guys know how I feel. You can see right here, look where we got perfectly rejected. I mean, exactly rejected yesterday. Bitcoin had that pump. We got up almost to that $32,000 level. And again, we were rejected by this major support, which is now acting as our resistance. This is going to be a very difficult level to break through, but I can tell you what, once we do break through it, we're probably going to absolutely skyrocket. Now, what was concerning some of the crypto investors is the fact that you could see right here, the S&P has actually broken this uptrend right here. This uptrend, right? It's absolutely broken it. Whereas, we're still having difficulty getting above this level. So again, we're trapped in between these two areas. We have broken out of the upward sloping trend. I think that this is going to be really good, this news for XRP. Although I do question what is going to happen to the Bitcoin price. I wonder if we're going to see altcoins pump while Bitcoin goes sideways now. Because as you see, a lot of the money isn't really fresh capital coming in. It's sort of being rotated around. So what I'm thinking is maybe some people are selling their Bitcoin to get into these altcoins, which may cause Bitcoin to stall out just a little bit. It's just a theory. I obviously have no hardcore evidence proof on that, but I am going to tell you this. On the weekly right now, we are officially above the 1.618, which is $30,640. So if we close this week above it, you can see if I zoom in right here, this would be the first weekly candle. You can see, look, every time we get to this level, look at this, right? What do? We come up and then we close below it. we come up, we close directly at it, and then, we fall, and finally, we're actually above this level for the first time. And once we get above this blue, that brings us to here, which is our next target. That's the 2.618, this level right here. And yeah, that's around $47,000 to $48,000. So I think this could be pretty explosive if we do have this. And also, don't forget, we have the CME futures gap at 35,180. Of course, guys, by the way, almost forgot to mention it. If you do want to trade on a centralized exchange, BitGet, pretty good. I like BitGet. Apex, if you're interested in decentralized exchanges, this is my preferred exchange. There's lots of other options. There's hundreds of options, in fact, but just be careful where you're sending your funds. Some of these exchanges can get a little bit shady after a while, but yeah, I do recommend that if you guys are interested. Tutorial above, over $56,000 below. But look at this, on the daily, we're still nice in the green, and of course we have these EMAs, the turquoise above. If we go to the higher time frames, we have switched into the neutral. And of course, if we go to the monthly, then we've pretty much just been in a bull run nonstop, essentially, if that's what you're looking at. And again, like I said, guys, we are almost fully having a complete twist on the EMA weekly. So yeah, really difficult to be bearish at this point, really difficult. And again, I know we spoke about this yesterday, but value days destroyed is literally doing exactly what it has done every single time right before we had the major market blast off, and it's doing it again as I'm making this video. So you might have seen this clip from Squawk Box. Larry Fink, they ask him about this ETF and sort of just his opinion overall. And I'm not going to ruin it for you, but you got to listen to what this guy says.
You talk about where crypto fits?
Well, I can't talk about Bitcoin because we have a filing with the SEC, so I'm prohibited. I can talk about crypto in general, and I can talk about what we have done. We believe we have a responsibility to democratize investing. And we've done a great job, and the role of ETFs in the world is transforming investing. And I think we're only at the beginning of that. I mean, we believe the fixed income market is going to become multiple $1 trillion in ETFs. Equities will continue. More and more of the market will be delivered through an ETF platform. If you think about what was done 20 years ago now with the advent of a gold ETF, that really democratized gold investing. It brought down the cost of transaction for gold. I mean, the cost of transacting physical gold is absurd. And now with crypto, the idea of democratizing that role, the cost right now to transact is quite expensive. We're talking points, not decimal points. And so that's a big point. Two, over the last 5 years, more and more our global investors are asking us about the role of crypto. And as I said, I do believe a lot of crypto is going to be, it's an international asset. It has a differentiating value versus other asset classes, but more importantly, because it's so international, it's going to transcend any one currency and currency valuation. If you just look at the value of our dollar, how it depreciated the last two months, and how much it appreciated over the last 5 years, I mean, an international crypto product can really transcend that. And that's why we believe there's great opportunities, and that's why we're seeing more and more interest. And that interest is broad-based worldwide.
I love the fact that Jim Cramer decides to hop in too.
Yeah, it changed the moment you said you were interested in it, and made me realize, like the decision yesterday from a federal court judge, it's here to stay. So let's find a place to do it without worry.
And we have to make sure, and we are working with our regulators, because we want, as any new market, if BlackRock's name is going to be on it, we're going to make sure that it's safe and sound and protected.
So it's absolutely insane how the times have changed, how the sentiment has changed, and we realize that it is here to stay, and it even has the power he says, would transcend every international currency due to broad-based worldwide demand. So pretty incredible times that we're living through. Now, talking about the XRP case, like Stuart Alderati says, a huge win today as a matter of law. XRP is not a security. Also a matter of law. Sales on exchanges are not securities. Sales by executives are not securities. Other XRP distributions to developers, to charities, to employees are in fact not securities. And you could see crazy, massive pump. I mean, all across these exchanges. Look at this volume. Look at this interest. Absolutely incredible how fast in just 3 hours we were already up to an 87% pump. Now, the SEC decided to give this response to Fox Business regarding the ruling. Listen how just cringe this is. We are pleased that the court found that XRP tokens were offered and sold by Ripple as investment contracts in violation of security laws in certain circumstances. The court agreed with the SEC that the Howey test governs the securities analysis of crypto transactions and rejected Ripple's made-up test as to what constitutes an investment contract, instead emphasizing that Howey in subsequent cases have held that a variety of tangible and intangible assets can serve as the subject of an investment contract. Further, the court rejected Ripple's fair notice argument, noting that the Howey test is clear and that claiming ignorance is not a defense to violating the security laws. We will continue to review the decision. Right, but the decision was already made. You lost. So yeah, this is kind of, and Gary Gensler, he was going on again about how, all these different crypto places are manipulating and they're not safe for investors. And it was almost just like they didn't even really comment on the fact that, that crypto had such a victory. Very, very strange organization. And I genuinely hope that they dissolve the SEC soon. In my lifetime, preferably in the next year of my lifetime. That would be quite nice. You have U.S. Congressman Richie Torres recently requesting for 2 separate independent investigations into the U.S. SEC. According to the 2 open letters, Torres sent the SEC. He said the Securities and Exchange Commission has expressed a haphazard and heavy-handed approach to digital assets. The congressman now wants qualified investigators to determine whether the SEC was actually doing its job adequately or not. But this is kind of breaking news. Maybe they are feeling a little bit of the pressure. Maybe they are realizing that, we should start paying attention and not being so vague and, obscure. So the SEC officially acknowledged BlackRock's spot Bitcoin ETF notice of filing of a proposed rule change to list and trade shares of the iShares Bitcoin Trust. So yeah, they've acknowledged it. They're looking at it. So that's something worth talking about, right? Just be careful with the XRP thing, because David Schwartz had mentioned that a lot of scammers are taking advantage of the recent good news to try to cheat and steal. There are no airdrops, giveaways, or special offers associated with this ruling, especially if you're down in the comments. There's a lot of scammers. If it doesn't have the verified check mark, it is not me. I don't ask for money. I don't have paid courses, so I don't have giveaways, nothing like that. So just be careful of scammers, right? Speaking of potential, I don't know. Don't want to put out. Alex Mashinsky pleads not guilty on all counts. He was released on bail. So, having a look here, guys, we are ultimately being held down. We are at the top of the blue zone. Of course, if you're going to go by our trading ethos of what we had said, back here, then yeah, this is the area where you would be looking to potentially take some profits. Of course, anything above here to the 35 to 37 area would be our shorter term target, still looking at 47 to 57. And if we do have that pullback, then yeah, we probably could come somewhere down here to either 28.4 or maybe get supported on this upward sloping trend. But again, just kind of zooming in here, we weren't able to close. We weren't able to close. We weren't able to close. We only have a couple days left of this week. So can we close a candle above this? If we do, I think that'd be very, very, very good for Bitcoin. So that's it for me, guys. If you are looking for a hardware wallet to keep your crypto on, I recommend Engrave. If you want 10% off, check out the link below. That's it for me, guys. Until next time, stay crypto. Check out these tutorials. Take advantage of those bonus links below. Lots of opportunities. Of course, enjoy your weekend and peace out.